G'day guys and welcome back to Ados the Great YouTube channel. So guys, earlier today, only a few hours ago when I'm recording this, or actually it was 48 minutes ago when I'm recording this, the South Sydney Rabbitohs released their team list. So I'm just going to get the team list up. Now it's exactly the same as I predicted it would be in yesterday's video. Guys, if you haven't checked that out, please jump over and watch that video. I go 1 through to 17, the exact same team list. The bench was a little bit mixed up, but for the most part, it's exactly the same. So we'll go over the team list and yeah, I'll give you my thoughts on, how I think we'll go. So fullback Latrell Mitchell, wingers Alex Johnston and Tane Milne. In the centres, we've got Jackson Paulo and Campbell Graham. At 5'8" is Cody Walker and halfback Lachlan Ilias. In the front row, we've got Marky Nichols, Junior Totola, and a dummy half Damien Cook. In the second row, we've got Jai Arrow, Keon Kolomatangi, and Cameron Murray. Off the bench is Jacob Host, Siliva Havili, Tom Burgess, and Michael Cheekham. The 18 through to 24, we've got Davey Moel, where is he? Josh Mansour, Liam Knight, Richie Kanar, Peter Mamazwalis, Isaiah Tass, and Dean Hawkins. So that is our 24-man squad. I am pretty stoked with the 17-man squad. I think that's exactly how we should line up. I don't think Josh Mansour deserves to keep his spot. Look, I like Josh. I think on offense, he's a good player, but he lacks so much defensively. So I'm happy we went with Tane Milne on the wing. I'd probably look at swapping Milne and Paulo. Paulo's a bit of a defensive liability in the centres, so I would probably chuck in Tane Milne in there. I'm happy to keep Jackson Paulo in the team. He's a premiership, well, not a premiership. He made it with the Rabbitohs to the grand final last year. He's played in, he's got finals experience, so I like to keep him in that back line somewhere, and I think Tane Milne is the perfect player to bring in as well, or to keep in the squad, I should say. Isaiah Tass, I would like to see get a go sometime this year, but for now, I'm liking the back line. I think we lock that in and we keep that. Bench-wise, I need to see more from Jacob Host. He was good last year. I was disappointed with him in the Charity Shield, and I didn't think he was, awesome last week either. I think when Blake Taaffe comes back, I think Hosty misses out and Taaffe comes back in that number 14 jersey. And we keep Siliva Havili, Tom Burgess, and Michael Cheekham in the bench. I'm pretty happy with how we've named pretty much everything else. Like the reserves, David Moel, I think he's pretty close to getting another go at first grade. Josh Mansour, I don't see him going back into the side anytime soon. Liam Knight, look, unfortunately, I like Liam, I do. But unfortunately, there's just no spot for him. I'd personally have Davey Moel over him. Richie Kanar, again, like Liam, there's really no spot for him. I'd say Josh Mansour would probably get the tick of approval before Richie Kanar, which I don't know, it could happen, but Peter Mamazwalis definitely pushing for Damien Cook's spot, that's for sure. But Cookie is the Australian dummy half, so he's not going anywhere. Isaiah Tass, I think, will make his debut at some point this year. I think he's going to be an absolute beast of a player. I think if Campbell Graham, gets into that origin side at some point this year, I see Isaiah Tass coming into the lineup for him. Dean Hawkins, I thought he was very good in the trials, but unless there's an injury to Cody Walker or Lachlan Ilias, I don't see him coming into the squad at all. But for this weekend, I think we've named a pretty good squad. I am a bit wary about Paulo playing in the centres up against Justin Olam. Now, I'm not too sure what side Olam plays on, but if he's on Graham's side, we've got it. Graham is a defensive beast in the centres. He'll lock down Justin Olam. But if we've got Jackson Paulo on him, I'd definitely be swapping Tane Milne with Paulo 100%. Now, one thing I did notice, a bit of a downfall with Tane Milne against the Broncos is him and the Broncos center. What's his name? I can't think of it. Farnsworth, Herbie Farnsworth. Him and Herbie went at it last week. You know, they were clashing heads. They were going against each other. And the issue for me is Tane Milne made a defensive error, and he was just so fired up with Herbie that he's rushed in and left that wing wide open. I do believe we stopped a try from that. I don't think that was a try opportunity, but you know that annoyed me that Tane didn't stay on his wing. He rushed in as soon as Herbie got the ball. Herbie got it out, and I don't think it resulted in a try, but it could have. So Tane needs to get that out of his game. But other than that, I like the lineup. I think it's very good. I'm happy with it. Obviously, it's the lineup that I chose as well in yesterday's video. Do check that out if you haven't yet. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the video, guys. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about this lineup? Would there be any other changes you'd make? I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, other than that though, guys, that is going to wrap it up from me. Super excited. We got Latrell Mitchell back. I can't wait for him to come back. I think this is a very winnable game. Storm have a decent amount of injuries, so if we can capitalize on that, I think we can definitely go close to winning this one. Look, in my tips, I'm probably going to back Melbourne. You know, as much as I love the Bunnies, and I want my tips to be, there comes the light. Oh, here we go. Good. I want to try and be up there with my tips this year. So I don't know yet. I want to tip the Bunnies, but I don't know. Obviously, I'm going to be cheering my heart out for them, and I won't care if we win. Obviously, I'll be over the moon. But yeah, this one is a tough one. I do think we can win. I definitely do, but it is hard winning in Melbourne. I don't think we've ever done it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap it up from me. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your support. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.